Okay, just captains for this week. We got 5 of them, which is a little bit of a change. You got Malik Gant, Chase Hancock, and Ryan B. on defense. Marcel Williams and Jordan Dowry on offense. As we talked all along, whenever you go on the road and play a game, you got to make sure you take your leadership with you. These guys will be critical that they provide great leadership along with the rest of our guys, and got to be a tough football team. So we have a great week of preparation. I think no question, Butch Davis done a great job down there with that team. And I've said all along, the FAU and FIU, whenever they got guys in there, would develop those guys and coach them hard that they were going to have good football teams. There's no question at this point right now that he's done that. So it'll be a great challenge for us. I know our players are looking forward to it, and anxious to have a great week this week before we head down that way.
This is sort of like the pro week. We talked about this.
Yeah.
These guys are treating them like they're pros.
I told them I want to be pro athletes, professional athletes. This week they'll give them that opportunity. They don't have anything to do except prepare to go play. Get treatment, take care of themselves, and get ready to go. Play an excellent team, which we're getting ready to go face.
It just seems like FIU. It's not anything necessarily spectacular they're doing, but they're just so efficient with what they do.
They're winning, and the quarterback is just. You look at his numbers compared to everyone else in our league. I mean, he's maybe at the top, and takes care of the football. Number one, very efficient with what he does, and they, like I say, they're doing a great job of managing that offense and taking care of the ball. And they got good players. They got 4 tailbacks that are really good in our league, and they've got receivers that make plays. So, they're really good on third down conversions. And if you just look at them from an offensive standpoint, very effective with everything they do. Starts with the quarterback. I'm sorry.
How much of his success is predicated on the offensive line giving him a clean pocket and limiting the amount of pressure that he sees?
I think that's any offense. When you can protect the quarterback and you got guys, and they don't have one guy that's making plays. I mean, they got guys all over making plays. So they don't. That being said, they're very efficient at all the receiver positions as well as the tailback position, and very efficient with what they do.
They gave up a lot of points to Charlotte last week. What do you see from the defense?
Well, I mean, they've given up. They've done what they had to do to win. I see a defense that you would think you would see from a team based in Miami that's got really good team speed, and they make a lot of plays in space. And Charlotte had a couple big runs against them, and Charlotte did a nice job. You go back and look at that tape. Charlotte may have caught them a little off guard because they went to a different quarterback there. He went to that running quarterback that played against them a year ago. So I'm not sure they were totally prepared for what they were getting from Charlotte. But the kid did a nice job, and Charlotte did. I thought Charlotte was, and I'm not getting off topic here, but I thought Brad did a tremendous job with that team. That team showed tremendous improvement both offensively and defensively, and just hate for Brad what happened to him there. But that being said, Charlotte, got after him pretty good offensively without question.
But you guys have pretty good defenses. This last stretch, the last 3 or 4
Yeah,
games, has been up there with.
Not sure we've had one like this. I mean, as far as the production, it's gotten out of it, and they're playing really at a high level right now, and it's going to be critical that we go down there and play defense the same way we played the last 3 games. So happy with what I've seen with those guys. Again, Adam and that defensive staff have done a tremendous job. It's going to take the same kind of effort on Saturday.
It seems like there's been pressure from all angles with Coach Fuller, and it's really kept the opposition off base, which, FIU hasn't really gotten off kilter much, so it's important to get that this week.
Well, it's going to happen. I mean, we've been able to, the thing we've been able to do a little bit this year is we've been able to get pressure too, just with 4, and we're getting good pressure with the defensive ends. Got some young players that are stepping up and contributing. Hodges is a guy that's got a lot of talent that's blocked his guy's hand on his second punt of the year, and so. I think defensively up front, we've been pretty. We're going to have to play the same way, and then we see Amari Cobb go in there and take Artis's place and become Conference USA Player of the Week was good to see. So we've had some guys. Anytime you get into your 11th game of the year, which we're in right now, and of course 10th a week ago, you lose a running back and you got Knox steps up, then you lose a linebacker and Amari steps up, and that's what's got to happen to continue to be successful.
We talk about it every week, except especially with FIU's efficiently turnovers and not giving them short fields as magnified.
Well, that, and we got a stat that I thought was just unbelievable, to be honest. And went back this morning. We were looking at our special team stuff, and we've had 18 sky punts, which we're trying to pin them down in there, and 17 of those we've pinned them inside the 10-yard line. 17 of the 18 that we called. So, I mean, the punters have done it. 4 of those were quarterbacks punting the ball down there. So that's been very efficient for us. And anytime you can play defense, the way we've been playing, if you can punt them down there and give them a long field, you know, you can flip that field pretty quick. And if they got to go 95 yards or whatever, that's a task against any defense, much less one that's playing really well. So, you know, special teams, you know, the field position is really, we've won that for a long, you know, quite a bit with our, you know, kickoff coverage and our kickoff return and with the punt game. So that's got to continue and continue to give these guys long fields.
What are you thankful for?
What am I thankful? I never even thought about that, to be honest. But no, you know what? I mean, I got so much. I mean, number one, you got, if you got your health, you got everything. You know, all of us. And I'm just, you know, you're thankful you got that, and you know, thankful that have the opportunity to be a head football coach at a really good school. That football's important. So it's you get the opportunity to go out and play this great game every week, and you just you know, you're thankful for being around the kids. You know, these kids that we have, and see 17 of them walk out there, and all of them getting their college degrees, and you know, can change their families and their lives by getting that done. So, you know, we've got a lot to be thankful for. That's for sure. And at times we don't. I don't sit back and appreciate what we do have, but it's important. I think at times you do that.
You know, Tyree's coming off a big game last week, and he's had those type of games. But you know, for him, his final regular season game coming in Miami is sort of an interesting little full circle deal for him.
Well, there's no question. We talked about that yesterday with him. You know, he gets the opportunity to go down to Miami and play again, and you know, got a lot of Florida kids that get the chance to go down, and their families get a chance to see him play, and so they're always excited to get back home. But we got to have a great week. I mean, we got to have it starting today. We started last night, but we got to have a great week of preparation to get ready to go play this game.
How much did you have interaction with Coach Davis over the years?
Well, I mean, somebody asked me that early on, and you know, back in the early '80s, he was assistant in Miami, and I was assistant elsewhere, and you know, we crossed paths recruiting all the time. So we started probably back '80 or '81, and you know, we go way back. He's always an excellent recruiter. He's been very successful, of course, wherever he's been, and a great guy that works extremely hard at what he does. Well, happy Thanksgiving, guys.